You are about to witness the very exciting story of a city and its people.
Welcome to motherfucking Detroit.
What up, though? What up, though? This is Detroit Mail with another No Name podcast. And it's the Hallelujah Blue coming from me to you. You know, well, Lions win. You know, what else can you say? The Lions win. 4 victories, 3 in a row, 2 road wins. And looking like they might be on to something. I don't know. I hear everybody talking about
playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
everybody talking playoffs. But I'm gonna pump the brakes on that right now. But I will say the one thing I said when I did the keys to victory, I want to give them credit for the defense played pretty good. And Lean McNeil played a pretty good game. Got 1 sack, a lot of pressures. They shut down Saquon Barkley. I think it was 15 carries for 22 yards. So they came in there already with a plan to shut down the run. And they did that. And another thing I said was gotta stop Daniel Jones from running. They didn't do that too well, but Daniel crap. I don't know if I say credit to the Giants or what I want to say, far as like if I was a Giants, I'd have ran it more. Now I understand you don't want to get your quarterback hurt, but at the same time, every time he ran, it worked for him. But then one thing I did say is get up on him and make him be one dimensional, where his running won't even matter anymore. And that's what they did. They got ahead, forcing the pass, and they became one dimensional. And that's why I said was the key to victory, and they won. And the defense, man, I gotta give a shout out to the defense. Kirby Joseph got a pick, Hutch got a pick. Kuda went out, but I think I think he said he's in concussion protocol, so he should be back hopefully on next game. Even Jerry Jacobs played a decent game. Amani did his usual stuff, a couple of bonehead plays, but I'm not gonna even talk about the negative stuff right now. I just want to give them some props to go on the road and put up 31 points. And this is the first time I can say this is a pretty balanced game. All the time we seen them play, it was not a balanced game. Either the defensive played pretty well one time, offensive played pretty well, and they could never get on the same page. This is the first time this was a balanced game. And so you gotta get it. You have to take your hats off to them. They played pretty good. I got hands on. They played pretty good. I love what I saw. Jamal Williams, 3 touchdowns. Now he leads the leagues in touchdowns. Swift got him a touchdown in. I want to ask this. Y'all can get in the comments and if y'all want to about this. What's going on? Why they not using Swift a lot? It seemed like now I will say it seemed like this game they wanted to try to get him into the Florida game more. So I don't know if they're trying to see if he's healthy. He's still nursing it. I don't know what it is, but it seemed like I didn't see you see a lot of them, a lot of games before then. Now, this game it seemed like they're trying to work them in a little more. When the going got tough, when I saw the last 4 minutes, I said, "Oh, come on, man! Don't tell me they're gonna let them come back." They ran the ball, got the first down. Here's what I want to say. I want to bring this up too. That play they called, I think it was third down. If I'm not mistaken, it was third down. And they need to get the first down before the 2-minute warning. And they called the play to Khalif Raymond, I believe that's what it was. If it didn't work, people would have been like, "Oh, that was a bonehead play." I think it was a great call. I'm a firm believer as trick plays work when people are not expecting it. If they're expecting it, then they don't work. They weren't expecting that. They were expecting for the Lions to keep handing the ball off, try to run the clock down. They need a first down. That was a perfect play call. I don't have a problem with that. Even the play calling, even some of Dan Campbell's decisions were pretty good. Now, I'm gonna say this part. I didn't like the decision to take the delay of game and punt it. And reason being is you were on the 40. No, you was on a 30. You was on the 30. You kicked the ball into the end zone. It came out to the 20. You only had it was only a differential of 10 yards. So if you kick the field goal and miss, you only got plus 10. I like those odds. You make it, you 3 to the good. You miss it, okay. You're not like you're giving this great field position. I didn't like that decision. But overall, because they won, I don't want to harp on a lot of negative stuff. I'll say that for another video. I was impressed by what I saw. I was impressed by the defense. I was impressed for the most part on the offense. Even all three backs ran well. The line, the offensive line held up pretty well. I mean, I know we lost Evan Brown, but it looks like they deep enough to if they lose one, next person can step up. So I like what I seen today. Now, can I translate into Thanksgiving? I don't know. Buffalo's a better team than Giants is. Buffalo has more weapons than the Giant does. And the Giants did suffer some injury so do we. So I'm not giving that Giants that excuse because we had injuries too. But I'm just saying Buffalo's a better team. So if they lose to Buffalo, I'm not upset. You know, I like to see them hang with Buffalo. I like to see them play pretty good and I get blown out, of course. You know, you don't want to see that. You want to see that defense, for the most part, play a decent game. You want to see that. I hope that Okuda comes back and we'll see if he can continue shutting down receivers. I mean, so those things, it's little things I look for. I know they're not there yet. So it's not like some people say, well, they got blown out by this team, but I know they're not there yet. So I'm not going to really put a little emphasis when they play Buffalo on a L or a W. My thing is how they play is where you can see hope at. If you can see a cool, steady, can, for the most part, put Diggs in check, he ain't got to shut him down. If he can keep him in check, that's a win for me. Because you know what you have there. You say, okay, even against every competition you put before him, you put him against the team they should beat, he's performed. You put him on the teams that are good teams, he performs. That's what you want to see. I want to see what Hutch do against that Buffalo offensive line, against Josh Allen. Those are things I look for to see. Okay, I see progress. I keep wanting to get into this other video I want to make, but I'm trying to hold back on that one because I want to put all in that one video. But I see progress, and that's what you should look for in this team. This team did well today, and they deserve applause. They deserve a lot of credit all around. We can nitpick and pick different things, but I think this is not the time for that. This is a time to give them an applause. They beat a 7-2 team. So, when people say, "Who they ain't beat," they beat who do they beat? They beat the Commanders, and I didn't know they beat the Commanders. Carson Wentz led Commanders. All right, we can't get no props for that. They beat who's the second team they beat? Oh, Chicago. They beat Chicago. Chicago not a great team. Oh, they did beat Green Bay, but Aaron Rodgers not himself. Okay, if we give you all that, at least give them the fact they beat a 7-2 team who, if they would have won and the Eagles would have lost, would have been in first place in their division. So I'm giving them props. I'm a type person, I'm going to point out things I see are flaws, and I'm also going to give them their flowers when it's time to give them their flowers. As a fan, let me say this, as a YouTube creator, you know, and also a fan. I have to do two things. First, I have to commentate on what's going on, whether it's good or bad. And as a fan, I need to be honest of my assessment of my team. I've been a Lions fan for a long time. I've seen a lot of I won't say ups and downs, but a lot of downs and the more with ups. And, every time I always try to be honest about my team, you know. And I think this today, out of all the days, I ain't got a chance to watch the rest of my fellow Lion YouTubers, but today, out of all the days, we should keep this positive and give them their flowers. I don't want to hear no nitpicking and all that other stuff. Let's give them their flowers because they performed well. A nice balanced performance. But anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. That's my immediate reaction to the game. Excited. This is what we can have if we continue to build on this foundation. We should have victories like this all the time. Period. That's it. Go Lions. Peace.